It's working now.
Yes.
Hi, this is Liz from A Dose of Healthy Distraction. If you're at all familiar with the blog, then you know that the post I put up about my healthy ADHD husband was one of the most read posts on the whole blog. And he's a little uncomfortable if you can't tell. But I had promised that I would put this up in video form and that we would talk a little bit about how we met and our relationship, because some of you had expressed interest in that, and how we are actually still married and what it's like to live with someone like me. I guess I meant how we're still married to me, like how you are still married to me.
Right. That whole forever thing.
Yeah. Well, it's not easy living with me.
It's not easy living with me, so.
Okay. See, isn't he cute? Everyone thinks he's so cute. Okay. So I'm just going to read the questions. He has seen them, so I'm not springing these on him. He's had a little time to review and think about his answers.
Yes.
Okay. Do you remember how we met?
I do.
I want to hear if your version is the same as mine.
I hope it's the same version. I forget what year it was. I think it was probably 2003, maybe 2002. She's shaking her head already. So, but it was a JC's meeting, and I was co-chairing a committee for a holiday cheer event, which was essentially getting a school bus and loading it with young people to go drinking, bar hopping. And I don't know if it was your first meeting with the JCs, but that's how I remember meeting you, encouraging you to come on this fun event with us. And I will add, it was by far the most successful event we had that year. People had a lot of fun at that event.
That's true. It was a really good event.
So that's how we met.
Did you know that I saved you in my phone, though?
Yes.
Because I had to be there late, and I don't remember why.
Yep, I gave you my phone number, and I gave everybody my phone number. So.
And I saved him in my phone as Bald Paul. And that's how I knew how he was for like the first year I knew him.
Yes.
I thought he was a funny guy. That's how I remembered you.
Yeah.
Put a face with the name. Okay, so we do agree on that. What did you think of me when you met me?
Just that you were a young, cute girl that was new to the organization. I didn't really know much about you, but you were young and cute, and you seemed to be fun. So that's what I thought of you.
Yeah, and I didn't really think anything bad or good or anything about you either. I was like, oh, this guy's chairing this event, so I need to talk to him.
Right.
I might have brought a friend with me.
I think you did.
Because I don't think I wanted to come by myself.
I think it was
Heather. I think it was Heather.
Was it Heather or was it?
Not Heather.
No, wasn't it?
Not our mutual friend Heather. My friend Heather from high school.
Yeah, I think you're right.
So at least we agree. I don't know. Did you know when we first started dating that I was like ADD or a little off center, or did you not have any clue when you
I
first
had no
met
clue.
me?
I don't think I knew what ADD was at the time.
Because a lot of people, when they know me just like from work, or they know me even interpersonally when they first meet me, I think I come off like way more controlled and together and scheduled than I am, really.
Yeah,
You just didn't know?
No, I had no idea.
Okay. So when we were actually dating, I'm going to fast forward like 2 years. 2 years. Okay. I think 2 years. I'm going to fast forward. When you were actually dating me, was it a totally different dating experience than other women?
Yes.
How?
You weren't crazy?
Well, but I'm a different kind of crazy than some of your exes.
Well, yeah, let's put this in perspective. I had been married before, and I had different relationships over time that
And I met some of these women, not the ex-wives.
They were... Crazy would be a incorrect diagnosis. But that's how they were. They came across as crazy. They had their own issues, and
but they were crazy about you, and I think I was
in an unhealthy way.
Right, and I think I was a little different for you because I know that it kind of put you off at the beginning. Like I remember one time we were all out with a group of people, and a friend of mine, Bridget and I, we left. I forget why, but Bridget and I left and we went somewhere together. And then I was home at like 10:30 at night, and you called me, and you were like, "Oh, I thought that you and I would do something later tonight." And I was like, "Well, you didn't tell me that specifically." And I think you were used to women who would drop everything.
Yeah, I think that's fair to say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I was sort of not.
Essentially, you didn't put up with my nonsense.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess it was because I was new back in town or something. I don't know. All right. So was it a hard thing? Like, was our initial relationship a hard thing? Like, was I hard to deal with in a relationship?
I don't think so. No, no more difficult than any relationship. You have to work at it. So, no, I don't think it was.
I don't remember
any
us
more
really.
difficult.
Yeah, I don't remember us really having too many issues. Did I actually tell you at any point that, like, oh, when I was 12, they told me I was ADHD, and I took medicine for a while, and my brother's ADHD, and my whole family were like, woo.
I remember you telling me about your brother taking medication from a very young age, but no, I don't recall you telling me about your medication till much later.
Huh. Did you know?
No, I had no idea.
Even like when you saw my apartment and like the disorganization and stuff, that didn't strike you as...
No, it did not.
But you're so like organized.
But I don't think it was any more unorganized than any single person's environment.
Oh, wow. That's weird. Because, I mean, like my mom would tell you that I lived like a pig.
Well, I don't listen to your mother that often, so...
Okay.
She's hypercritical.
Well, you know how hard it is for me just to manage this house. Like...
But this is a house. That's different. And there's 3 of us in it.
Yeah. All right. See, he's so much nicer than I always think he will be. What's the most annoying part of like sharing a living space with me?
Well, that does come to the disorganized person that you are. So it's the piles everywhere.
Piles of what?
Piles of clothes. There's piles.
I moved them into my closet though, right?
No, there's been a
clothes?
Pile of clothes on the bedroom floor for a while.
Those are not mine.
Again, it doesn't matter. There's still a pile of clothes there.
They're actually our sons. They need to be donated, sorted.
Yeah, there's piles. The kitchen cabinets are never fully
Oh,
closed.
the closing of the cabinets. That's a big issue. I leave cabinets open a lot. And the spices aren't
kept organized.
Yeah, and he likes to alphabetize them.
The refrigerator is never organized. The vegetable drawers in the refrigerator are never shut. Shall I go on?
What about the dog hair?
Well, that's not really your fault.
Yeah, but I try. I try to keep up with things, but I'm not good at it. And stuff just like doesn't get done because I have trouble starting projects.
Let's make this, don't make it sound like you're the only one that cleans. We do share in those responsibilities.
You clean more than probably like most husbands.
I don't ask you to do anything with the outside of the house. I take care of that. So
yeah, if I had to take care of the outside of this house, it would be. Can you imagine how high the grass would be and like
it would be never mowed.
The bushes would be like all growing up the sides of the house.
And you don't like the way I do laundry, so I just let you do that.
No, I don't like the way you do laundry. Okay, so what's the best part about living with me? Is there anything good about living with me?
Yeah, that you're here and that you do everything you can to make it a home, that you're always trying to make it better and you try to keep it clean. And,
I try.
You're a great mom and, it makes it a home. So,
okay.
I mean, there's a lot of great things.
Okay. What was the most angry you've ever been with me? Can you remember? When have I really pissed you off?
I don't know. I don't think it's ever been that bad because I can't remember any specific issues.
Really? Okay. What makes our relationship work? Like, how come you haven't gotten like totally annoyed with me? Because like I do a lot of weird things. Like I go back to college and get second degrees and then like don't find teaching jobs. I do weird stuff like that all the time.
Well, probably because I've gone through this. I have past experience, so I guess just the I don't want to say wisdom, but the experience of being in relationships before that first marriage, puts things in perspective that, you know, all relationships have times when you look at a pile of clothes on the floor and you're like, what is that doing there again? But it
Or
doesn't,
still.
or still,
Yeah.
but it doesn't really matter. And I think our relationship works is because we don't dwell on the little things,
No.
and we have common goals, and we put our son first, and we want to do what's right for him.
Yeah.
And you put up with my nonsense, and I put up with your
What is
whatever you want to call it, nonsense. I'll just put it on the same wording as mine,
Okay.
because I'm far from perfect. And any of my friends that would be watching this would chime in. They'll tell you.
Yeah.
They
yeah.
have.
Oh, they will. Yeah.
Yeah.
What should we work on?
Getting more time for ourselves.
You mean away from the kid,
Yeah.
or?
Yep. We gotta take advantage of that.
I'm looking for a new babysitter.
Grandma or babysitter.
Yeah,
So if
looking for
anybody
any in Central
is
PA.
out there and trustworthy, safe,
It'd be really great if you knew like CPR.
that would be a plus. Yeah,
I worry about how much food he stuffs in his mouth.
that's true.
Is there anything that we argue about repetitively?
I wouldn't say argue, but the cabinet's always being open.
Well, we don't really argue about that.
We don't argue.
You just shut them as you go through the room.
Yeah, I've kind of given up on.
We're going to get the
that.
hinges that shut on their own
Someday.
the next time we do our
Yeah,
kitchen.
yeah. I don't think we really argue about anything.
What's my worst personal habit? I think I know, but I'm not sure.
Flossing teeth in bed.
I knew he was going to say that. I do.
It's so disgusting.
I go and
Drives me
brush my
nuts.
teeth, and then I climb in bed and I floss my teeth. And then I put on my hand lotion. Is that weird?
Yes, it's weird. People
Okay.
floss.
Leave
in
comments
the
if you
bathroom.
think that that's weird. Okay.
Bathroom, floss.
All right.
Floss, bathroom.
Am
You can do
I
that.
as entertaining as people seem to think? Or is it more like for you, is it more just like my wife's a nut job? Like,
Well, it depends on how you define nut job. I'm going to defer. No, you're.
I'm not the kind of nut job that you're like afraid for your well-being or
No,
anything.
I've never had to sleep with one eye open.
No, it's not like that.
No, I think you are as entertaining as you think and people think.
I don't think I'm entertaining, but people think that I'm
I
funny.
think that also
I don't-
contributes to making us work because we're fun.
We are fun. We're like
Yeah.
good neighbors, like ones you'd want to have. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Eventually, the neighbor to our left will die, so that house will be open eventually.
Don't say that.
Everybody dies.
What if she watches this? Don't
She's
let
not
us.
gonna watch it.
She waved at me today. She knows who I am.
Well, she's a nice lady, but she's old. So-
Okay, so do you have advice for people like living with people like me? Like for people that are like their spouse is ADHD and they're kind of like, this is crazy. I shouldn't, like, what's your advice?
Just accept them for who they are and don't let the small stuff get to you.
The
you know?
small stuff.
The
Like
the
glassing.
being disorganized, the
Okay.
forgetfulness. Just it is what
Oh
it is.
God, the forgetfulness.
It is what it is.
How many trips I make up
Um,
and down the steps every day and up and down the hallway.
It's well, there's
Oh,
something I don't
God.
know what category this would fall in, but it's been a struggle to get you to use our online calendar so I know when events are coming up that you don't tell me about. So
There's a
things
piece
like
of
that.
advice. Put
You-
your spouse on the Google Calendar.
yeah, yeah, calendars are good. Yeah, just don't let the small stuff get to you. If you have common goals and you want to get to the same place in life, then it all works out.
Okay. Is there anything else we should put on here? I don't want it to be too long.
No, this seemed
Seems
exceptionally long
enough.
as it is.
Okay, all right.
So.
I'm going to turn it off then.